Hi everyone, my name is Utman Sahid from New Way Consultancy, and I'm happy to be here today again with you guys. And today we'll be having a UK student visa interview training, UKVI student interview training. That's what we're having today. And we have some of my students and colleagues online where we'll be having this conversation together. And I believe you are going to find it amazing because it is now found common. The majority of people who have submitted their visa application for September 2023 are now being invited for visa interview. So it is very important for you to have pre-knowledge of what you are going to be asked, likely questions and response, and also how to prepare for the exam, how to prepare for the interview. This time around, the training is just going to give you an insight into the kind of questions most of our students has been asked in the past and how they are able to pass their interview. So, good evening if you are just joining us. Kindly have your seat, get a quiet place to be, and watch us as we welcome Mr. Remeka to this live session and also Mr. Babatunde from NWC. Hi, everyone. Can you please say hi?
Hi,
Hi, Mr. Emeka. Babatunde, how are you doing today?
I'm fine, sir.
All right, so good to have you. So primarily, I want Babatunde to be on mute while I discuss with Mr. Emeka. So now, Mr. Emeka, let me know. Let's say we are on the interview screen now, and the first thing the interviewer will ask you is you introducing yourself, like your name. So what's the name, sir?
my name's Ogochukwu Emeka Augustine.
All right, so can you please tell us the course you are applying for?
Business marketing, sir.
Business marketing. So that's the
Yes.
first part where you are getting it wrong. The first question you got it right. Everyone can get that. That is what is the name? But the second question, what are you applying for? You said business marketing, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you applying for is it HND in business marketing, national diploma business marketing, PhD or masters or what or MSc?
Ma- Masters and business marketing.
You can see now. So that's why you get it wrong in the first place. If they ask you what course are you applying for, you need to mention it as appears on your cast letters. Can you please tell us how it appears on your cast letters now?
MSc in business marketing.
Thank you very much. MSc in business market. So when you are asked what course you applied for, you don't say business marketing. If it is MSc, you tell them MSc business marketing. And if it is masters, you tell them masters in business marketing. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Is that okay? I believe you'll be able to answer this question correctly now.
Yes, sir.
All right. So after that, the next question, of course, you are going to be asked is why do you want to come to the UK? Why UK? Why UK? Do you have answers to that?
Yes, sir. The reason I want to study in UK, based on our economy in Nigeria, most our employee have lack knowledge in business marketing. I'm coming over to UK to study hard to make sure I expand my knowledge to make my country grow better in business to able to transact in the international market and bring more investor to my country to invest in business, able to link my product or strategize our product we are selling our business in our company, able to make them understand that we need a foreign investor to promote our business in Nigeria. Thank you, sir.
All right. So that's a response, a good one. But I'm going to rate you. Then I can be so linear. Like today is Thursday. I want to give free mark. I want to be kind and nice enough to someone I'm just meeting for the first time. I can give maybe 2%. Is that great?
Sir, I'm on any percent, sir.
Two. One, two. That's
That's low.
2/100.
Very low.
Oh, so this is how it works. You give an answer, but it's not a correct answer. So I'm only giving you the two for attempt. Do you get what I'm trying to say now? So there are reasons why you want to study in the UK or you want to study in any other country apart from your own country. Your own country is Nigeria. And I would like to run you through those possible response that are acceptable by your
Yes, sir.
interviewer. Okay, should I go ahead?
Just a minute, sir. Can I jot something down?
Yes, of course, you need a pen, you need a pen, you need a jotter, you need everything possible to take notes some of the points I will be mentioning now.
Okay, we are good, sir.
All right. All right. So you want to study in the UK for some reasons. And the reasons are not far-fetched from the fact that the universities in the UK academic standard is high. That is, studying in the UK because of high academic standard or because of quality education. You want to leave Nigeria, you want to spend a lot of money to go and study in the United Kingdom because you want to, for the first time, experience quality education. So, um, when you mention a point, you need to explain further. You need to personalize it. You need to tell them why you are mentioning quality education. Which school do you graduated from Nigeria?
Federal University of Technology, Owerri.
Okay, Federal University of Technology Owerri. Like, how many of you are in the class? Were in the class?
Ah, 320.
320 in a class.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then was it supposed to be so? 320
No,
in a single class.
no, sir.
So that means that you were overcrowded as of the time you were in that class.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, like, was it a conducive atmosphere for you to learn?
Not from year 1 to year 3. It was not conducive for learning.
Okay. You've never experienced any strike?
More strikes, sir.
More strike. Good. So now, most of those things are what you term to be on quality or non-quality education. Most of those experience you got during your undergraduate cannot be termed as having opportunity to a quality education. Now you want to go to the UK to have a quality education because you lack that during your undergraduate. So you can tell them, I want to come to study in the UK, in the universities in the UK, so that I can have access to quality and standard education. Then you take them back to your undergraduate. While you were in Federal University of Owerri, you guys were more than 316 in a class, very small space, not conducive for learning. You countless time you went on strike throughout the 4 years and adding up to additional maybe a year or more than a year before you could graduate. And so many things were wrong because of the settings, because of the academic has been bastardized in the country. So that is the major reason why you've decided that if you have chance to do your masters, you really want to have your master's degree in a country where the academic is standard, where they have what is it called? When the academic process or academic settings is standard enough to earn a degree. So you are going to study in the UK because of a standard or quality education to be obtained. When you're talking about quality education, you're talking about the space where you learn, that's the facility. You are talking about the quality of the lecturers, the quality of the professors, the kind of assignment, the kind of curriculum they want to teach you. So you need to talk about all those things that you believe the people that will teach you, the people that will lecture you while you're in the UK are people who are practically oriented because they are in the field, the practice. At the same time, the curriculum, which is the modules that you're going to learn, is also up to date. Unlike some of our universities there where most of the modules are even outdated already. So you need to talk about your experience from Nigeria University and compare to what you envisage to see when you go to the UK. So that's the first one, quality education. The second one is this: you want to earn a degree that is globally recognized. I want to come to studying in the UK, in the United Kingdom, because the degree earned in the universities in the UK are globally recognized. So it is known that universities in the UK are globally ranked and highly ranked and placed. So having a degree from any of those universities will give me an opportunity to be able to secure a job with any multinational companies of my choice, give me an opportunity to live wherever I want to live because I'll be able to secure a job opportunity in anywhere. So tell them about the possibility and opportunities the certificate that is globally recognized is going to give you when you are done with the program. Am I communicating, sir? Mr. Maker, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Mr. Emeka? Are
Yes,
you?
I can hear you.
All right, cool. All
Yes,
right, good.
I can hear you, sir.
All right. All right. So that is we are talking about certificates from the UK are globally recognized. And when we want to talk about globally recognized, we talk about the ranking of this qualification, the certificate being known anywhere, anytime, and which the certificate you earn from Nigeria does not give you that opportunity. So that is why this time around you want to go to the UK so that you can earn. You know, the first degree you have is not globally recognized that like that of the UK that you intend to have anytime soon. And another reason why you want to go to the UK is because our academic settings and qualification is well recognized by the UK universities. They are well recognized by UK universities in the sense that we don't need to write test of English, that's IELTS or TOEFL. We don't need to write GRE. We don't need to do transcript evaluation or any other form of academic verification, yeah, evaluation before we get admission from any universities in the UK. So meaning that it is easy to get admission in the UK because they are familiar with our academic settings and no need of any extra exams or evaluation of certificate before they can give us admission. So that is it. And unlike you now compare with some other English speaking countries, why you do not choose them like the US, that of course you will need some test of English, sometimes you need GRE, sometimes you need to do transcript evaluation before you can get admission in the US university, in most of the universities in the US. But in the UK, it's pretty much easier to get admission because they recognize our certificate, they recognize our settings. And the last one, you can talk about the distance. You can tell them about the fact that UK is closer to Nigeria, unlike Canada and the US, that are a bit far. UK is just about 6 hours to Nigeria, and it's pretty much easier to be in the UK at the same time come to Nigeria to visit your family members because they will be in Nigeria and or check on your business, attend a wedding event, attend some other things that you probably want to do if you have traveled. So those are the points that you need to take notes. First one is quality education or standard education, which under it we talk about the academic settings being conducive, the professional who are going to teach you, the professional who are going to teach you, the duration of the course cannot change, unlike us where if you are going for a 2 years a 1 year masters you might end up using 2 years. And that's the standard is there when it comes to academic. The number two is the certificate being recognized anywhere. You can't imagine yourself having a degree that you can use to work in the US, in Canada, in Dubai, in Saudi Arabia, anywhere. It's an opportunity for you. You need to talk about it. And another one is the fact that it's easy to get admission. It's easy to get your document across without asking another evaluators to translate. So, and the last one is because UK is closer to Nigeria and you don't need to travel all this far because you want to have a 1 year master's degree. I believe that is fine. And we want to move to the next questions, which is which school do you apply to? Can I hear you? Can you unmute yourself and tell me which school?
Bangor University, Ways.
Okay, Bangor. You apply to Bangor University in Wales. So why do you apply to Bangor University in Wales?
Mm. I applied to Bangor University in Ways because they have high esteem of academic record. They are number 5 in UK ranking. So the environment is very serene for learning. That's why I've read about them, and they have a very good research center. So that's why I applied for Bangor University, for me to go there and achieve my degree.
Okay, so that's fine. That's fine. But still, for the fact that you answered this very well, it's quite cool. And I can give you maybe 15% this time around. How about that?
Out of
15%.
100,
Yeah, out of 100.
at least
It's
that's
a
like
good
forty
mark.
percent now. That's forty
So
percent,
now,
sir.
now let me tell you one thing. Do you have a car?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Okay, what kind of car?
I can hear you, sir.
Do you have a
Toyota
car?
Camry, sir.
Toyota Camry. Why do you opt in for Toyota Camry?
Yes,
Why?
sir. Yes, sir.
Why do you opt in for Toyota Camry?
The reason the reason I out of the reason I went for Toyota Camry because it's more durable, more reliable, and more stronger based on the other cars, and it's economical. It's you can get the parts easy for repair,
Okay.
and it's easy. And most mechanic in Nigeria are experienced in a Toyota product.
Okay. So I cannot tell you now. Is the car a manual or auto transmission?
Auto, sir.
Auto.
Auto
And
transmission.
as durable as the car, and as familiar as all mechanics in Nigeria with that car in terms of fixing the car, if the car were to be manual, would you have opted for it?
No, sir.
So no. Okay. So this is it. The reason why you buy that car in the first place is because it's auto. Hello, can you hear me? It's network freeze. Can you hear me? Babatunde, can you hear me, please? Okay, I think. Okay, Mr. Mika, are you back? We're happy to have you back.
Are you back? We are happy to have you back.
Mr. Mika, now can you hear me now?
I can hear you, sir.
All right, so I was trying to prove a point. Like the reason why you bought that car was because the car is auto. So regardless of whatever point you mentioned before, you wouldn't have opted for that car if you were to be manual. So now, there's some key important thing that you left while giving answers to why do you choose to study in Bangor University. So some of the major reasons why you want to study in Bangor is because of the products you want to buy. When you are buying something, you need to first of all assess the main reason why you are buying it. The main reason why you want to spend about 15 million to have a master's degree now is because it's not because the environment is lovely. It's not because the school is ranked the number 5th in the UK or whatever point you really think that makes you to. The reason why you want to go for masters or you want to spend this much money to have the master's degree in the UK, especially in Bangor, is because of the course modules. What's making this sound? It's because of the course modules. Okay? So, because of the course modules are the highlighted topics or the curriculum that you are going to be taught. So, supposing you are spending all this money, even though the school have good ranking, they have all the facilities of this world, they are located in a very good place, but the course modules is not what you actually want to learn, you will not go for it. If you check the course modules online and you discover that this is not what you want to learn, then it doesn't worth it. It doesn't worth your money. So the major reason why you're opting in for Bangor University is because the course modules that they promise to teach in business marketing is in line with what you want to learn. Is that okay? Do you understand me, please?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So what you want to learn, the course modules aligns with it, and that is why you are choosing to study in Bangor University. So do you know your course module? Do you know what the course modules are? Have you checked out the course modules before? Please unmute yourself, sir.
Yes, I know the course module, sir. Yes, I know the course module, sir. Hello.
I'm coming. Excuse me.
Yes, I know the course module.
Okay, so now you say you know the course modules, right?
Yeah.
So so the first thing you need to tell them about it is that the course modules is exactly what you want to learn. That you've checked the course modules and you discover that it's going to add some skills to you after completing the program. You can mention one or two course modules that you felt they are attractive enough and you really like them and you believe it's going to help you one way or the other to be who you want to be, to give you the required knowledge to work, to practice wherever you want to practice. So your course modules is the first thing. So after you tell them that the course modules entice you, the next thing you want to talk about is the ranking of the school. Like you've said earlier, you said they are number 5. I don't know who ranked them, but you can check properly on the university website, check on Bangor website, check the ranking, check about their 3 or 4 rankings this year. Then you make mention of them to show that, yeah, you really understand what they're saying. You can talk about their library. If they got one fantastic library, check it out, know the name of the library, then tell them you can't wait to learn or you can't wait to study or do some of your research in social library in Wales because you really like the place. You can talk about the environment also, that the environment is cool, the environment is nice, you like to go to Bangor because you heard that there are a lot of international students in Bangor and you really want to be in an environment that you can integrate with other international students. Do you understand what I'm saying now?
I understand.
Okay, so about the ranking, do your research. Everything you need about the university's ranking is on their website. Okay? Everything you need is on their website.
Yes, sir.
Everything you need is on their website for the ranking. So you can, all those points you mentioned earlier, you cannot bring all of them. They are all valid. That's why you earned that huge 15 points. They are all valid, but you left the most important one first. The most important is what you are paying your money. You are not paying that huge money to go and enjoy the environment. Do you get me now? What you are paying for
Yes,
is
sir.
the course module. So tell them, emphasize on the importance of the course modules and the relevancy. So that is the major reason why you are choosing them. So I believe that is okay about why do you choose a particular school.
Yes, sir.
Then if you feel like the tuition fee is not too expensive, you can tell them also that the tuition fee is relatively cheap. You need to mention it that the tuition fee is relatively cheap compared to some other universities in the UK. Like you check some other universities like Aston. Naturally, Aston is very expensive. Aston is about 20,000 pounds for that course. So you can tell them that you choose Bangor because the school fees is competitive. And unlike Aston, unlike let me see, some other schools, I don't want to mention some of them, they are very expensive. Do you understand what I'm trying to say now? So you look for some
Yes,
universities
sir.
that are more expensive than what you got in Bangor, then you tell them that another reason why you choose Bangor is because the tuition fee is not that expensive. It's achievable because it pays you amount of money. And as an international student who is bringing the whole money from Nigeria, you have to be considerate. You have to be considering your finances also. So that is why you choose Bangor. I believe you have highlighted some of the reasons why you chose that school now, right? Have you?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, sir. And now you say you know your course modules. What are your course modules? That's the next question they will ask you. What are your course modules? Don't forget the last time you told them that you really like the school because of the course modules, because the course modules is aligned with what you want to
Yes, sir.
learn. And now, what are your course
Sir?
modules? Can you tell us your course modules? Okay, Aisha Balogun, Aisha B. Sulaiman, thanks for your comments. You're welcome. Ogunbayo Wasiu, thank you for joining us. We have Adebola Wuraola Islamia, thank you for joining. Mr. Shola, thank you very much. Temitayo, thanks for joining us. And let me see.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Ben, how can I join? Oh, you can join. You can just be watching. I don't know, or you want to join us on the screen like this. That's what I don't. I don't know yet. And Mr. Raphael, all right. Thank you so much for your comments. And Ridwan, thank you too. Okay, so your course models now. Let's go to your course models.
My course modules are market strategy, market communication, market planning, and advertisement.
Is that all? Hello, is that all? Hello, Mr. Emeka. Let me help him. Let me bring up the course models. Sulaiman, you can go home. It's tomorrow. You have to be here before 9. Yeah, bye bye. Mr. Emeka, can you? His network is bad. So these are the course modules. The course modules for every course in any university is on their website. Let me see. This is business and marketing modules page. Let me go there and see what it got. So as a student who is going for a master's degree, even undergraduate, you need to know your course modules. You need to know your course modules. These are the course modules. You can see these course modules are marketing strategy, new venture creation, management research, international strategy management, organizations and people, international marketing communications. So those are the compulsory modules. And under the optional, this MA dissertation and applied business projects, you need to understand all this. You need to know all these course modules, all of them. This one I highlighted, you must know all of them offhand. And if you want to know what it entails, you need to click on them and see what marketing strategy means. You can see this overview of what marketing strategy means, and you should be able to know what the modules promise to teach you. This is the learning outcome. By the end of the modules, you'll be able to analyze specific situation and propose appropriate marketing strategies for them. Appreciate the wide range application in which marketing applies and the adjustment required. Demonstrate basic understanding, critical awareness, and knowledge of concepts of marketing. Evaluate the challenges of implementing effective strategies. So all of this, these are some of the learning outcome you are going to get when you learn just these first modules, which is marketing strategy. This one, too, when you click on this, you will see what you are going to learn. It is compulsory for you to have all this offhand. You are not meant to write it down. You need to know them. By knowing them, you need to know what they mean and what they promise to teach, each on every one of them. So when they ask you, what is your course modules or what are your course modules, you should be able to mention all of them and be able to tell them how learning these modules will improve you or will add value to you. So, uh, um, so you need to see this. You need to check. You need to visit this link and check out the course modules extensively and be able to answer all the questions. And that has to do with course modules. You must not write them down. You just need to know them and be able to identify what are the benefits in studying that particular modules. So that is it about your course modules. And when they ask you about can you hear me, Mr. Emeka?
I can hear you. Just like network is bad, sir.
Yeah, I have continued to I continued the conversation even though when you were not here, because at the end of this session, you can rewatch this very clip
Okay.
on our Facebook page. And because so many people are online watching too, I don't want to waste time. So you can always come back and
Okay, sir.
rewatch again to highlight. But what I'm saying is this: these
Okay,
are your
sir.
course modules on the screen: marketing strategy, new venture creation, management research, international strategy management, organization and people, international marketing communication, MA dissertation, applied business project. When you click on each, you will see what you are going to learn and how it's going to impact you. So while answering question on your course modules, you need to be able to tell them all of this one after the other and be able to explain what they get to offer you. Is that okay? So if you open it, you see the explanation of what the course wants to teach you, and at the same time, the benefits you are going to gain when you study them. And that is that on the course modules. You can rewatch all I've said before, but the course modules you need to know them. It is extremely important you know your course modules. It is very very important because that is the only thing you are paying all this money to buy, and you can't tell them you don't know or give them answers that are not correct. So you should be able to answer them satisfactorily so your interviewer will be glad that you really know what you're paying money to buy. So check out that you are lucky that your course module is not much. So just check them out, know all of them, and know how they will apply to you. And so after that, they ask you what is your future plan after your graduation. So people make mistake. They will say, okay, after graduating, I want to stay in the UK. After graduating, I want to do this and that. The best thing is what the UK government is trying to do is to ensure that you get quality education and you bring it down to your home country and apply it here. So it is very important for you to be able to know how to answer this question. So your future plan should be that you are intending to come back to your home country to come and continue where you work. That's if you are working. And if you are doing business, you want to come and use whatever knowledge you have gained to expand, to improve performance of your company. Do you understand me now? So, Mr. Emeka, are you working or you are running a business?
I'm working, but plan to set up my own business.
Or you currently work now? Right? You currently work now, right? Mr. Emeka, you are
Yes,
working
sir.
right now, right? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So,
sir.
so what will be your answer? Can you bring me something? Can you tell me?
After my graduation, I will come back to my country to come and impart knowledge in where I'm working to me to educate them for what I learned over there. More idea and more communication to other market strategy for them to buy it online or we expose them online and put them on a better place for people to know what we are dealing on. Thank you, sir.
So when you are asked questions, make sure you take possession and be able to answer them properly. You know you are working, then you need to tell them that okay, eventually after completion of a program, you would like to come back to Nigeria to resume back to where you are working so that you'll be able to apply the knowledge into the organization to improve performance, to improve sales, to improve reach out, and to improve the overall well-being of the company. And of course, because you've got masters, and not just in any way, you've got masters from the UK, you also be promoted at work, and you earn more because your salary will be improved, and you'll be able to earn more. And you want to work with that company because they've supported you all these years, and you want to continue working with them maybe until the next 5 years when you yourself would like to open your business or open your marketing consulting company or something. Do you understand what I'm trying to say now? But the thing is this, they want to be sure that your future is secured. So
Yes, sir.
when you're coming back to Nigeria, you already have a place to go. It's not that you come to Nigeria and be looking for where to work. You already make it clear that when you are done, you are coming back to Nigeria to resume back to where you are working. Is that okay? Then whatever knowledge you've gained to improve them,
Yes, sir.
to improve operation, to improve sales, to improve performance. And after that, you can now use the knowledge to establish your own company. That is the school knowledge and the working experience you have gotten so far to work or to establish your own business as an entrepreneur. I hope this is clear. I hope this is
Yes, sir.
clear. So they ask you about
Yes, sir.
accommodation. You can tell them that as soon as your visa is granted, you talk to some agents who are already in the UK that can help you to secure an apartment. So you can check online. You'll see one of two accommodation providers online. You can tell them that you believe you can get apartments through so online portal. There are a lot of them that you can just search. When you see you search online for rent in the UK, so you see different names. So you can tell them you're already actively searching online and you believe you'll get one is because your visa has not been granted, and that is why you've not sorted out the accommodation issues. But of course, as soon as your visa is granted, you will be able to secure your accommodation and finalize everything you want to finalize and move. And when they ask you what is your budget for accommodation or how much is your cost of living, you're going to Bangor, your cost of living for 9 months is 9,207. 9,207 pounds for 9 months. I hope you are aware of that. That is the money you put in your account plus the balance of your tuition fee. Is that okay? 9,000. If you are going to London, is 12,006. But if you are going to if you are going to outside London, is 9,207. So if they're asking you how much is your maintenance fee, you need to be able to tell them £9,207 for 9 months. And how much is your tuition fee? You need to check on your cash letter how much your tuition fee is and how much deposit you have paid so far. So when they say how much, you tell them, okay, my tuition fee is £15,000 and I've paid £7,800 as deposit. So my balance is so amount of money. So that is it. When they ask you about your balance of tuition fee, you tell them it's already taken care of. It's already taken care of in your maintenance fee, which comprises of your balance of tuition fee and your maintenance fee in your bank statement already. So you should be able to know that. And when they're asking you, they can ask you, why do you want to go for the study now? Why are you going now? Why haven't you gone before? Don't tell them because some of your colleagues in place of work have left and you two want to leave, or maybe because your neighbor has left, maybe because of some of your friends have left, or because your brother asked you to come. No, you tell them that okay, because they believe you are going for further studies because of a particular reason. So you could go for further study because you want to learn a particular skills. You could go for further study because you want to get promotion. So whatever your own case is, if it is because you want to use the certificate to get promotion at work, you can tell them, yeah, I'm going now because I will need the additional qualification to get promoted at work. And of course, another reason is because you just have the money to go because studying in the UK is expensive, and one needs to have enough budget to attempt it. So you have been saving towards it, and now you think it's time to embark on it because you have enough savings already. So some other questions they will ask you is about your if you have family, if you are going with family or not. Do you apply together with your family members? Oh, I don't think his network is still good, but you can rewatch this. So if you apply with your family member, you need to tell them you apply with them. And if you have not applied with them, you tell them the same thing. I'm not going with my family members for now. So if they're not going with your family members, they can ask you questions about his network is really bad. But regardless, you can have a rewatch of this session. Mr. Emeka, are you going with your family members?
No, I'm going with my wife only.
Have you applied together with your wife now?
Yes, sir.
So if they ask you if you are going with your family member, you tell them yes, you've applied with your wife already. Okay? Excuse me. What's wrong with this light?
Who is playing without water, sir?
So let's continue this way until you're able to fix the light issues. Okay? So um Okay, can you hear me now? So, sorry for the break in transmission. If you are going with your wife, tell them you are going with your wife.
I can
If
hear
you
you,
have
sir.
applied with your wife, tell them you've applied with your wife. If you have not applied with your wife yet, but you want to apply with that later, still tell them you want to apply with your wife later. But now you are going alone. So just tell them whatever the visa situation is. There is nothing wrong in the situation. If you want to apply later with her, and they ask you that, you can still say, yeah, my wife is not going for now. My wife is not going for now, but of course later on she would like to join me. So that is how it works. So for the first module, I mean, sorry, the course, you should be able to clear it that you have enough money in your account that is equivalent to the balance of your tuition fee and your maintenance fee. Is equivalent to your balance of your tuition fee and your maintenance fee. So that is where you're going to be taking out your accommodation fee. You'll be taking out your every other day expenses you want to incur. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Mr. Emeka, do you understand me? Yes. Yes. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. So, uh, for this purpose now, there are some personal questions they are going to ask you, like which university you graduated from. You need to be able to tell them where you graduated from and what year you graduated from the school. And of course, they will still ask you because you studied during your undergraduate, you need to be able to remember that clearly. For someone who's going for a master's program, they ask you where are you working now or where have you been working before. So you can tell them all your working experience ever since you graduated, ever since you did your NYSC. So you'll be able to tell them all your working experience. You should be able to tell them all your working experience when they ask for that. Mr. Emeka, do you understand me? Okay, so his network is still bad, but we strongly believe we will be able to have a watch of this program on our page. So if you are applying for a UK study visa for September 2023, there's high possibility that you are going to be invited for an interview. So when you are scheduled for an interview, you don't need to worry, you don't need to disturb yourself, you just need to be prepared and be familiar with list of questions they are going to ask you and how to provide a professional answers to all of them. So if you're able to answer them properly, within 2 3 days you'll be giving your visa. But the determinants on whether you're going to get your visa or not surrounds all those questions. So you need to be able to answer the questions properly, starting from what is your name, what course do you apply for, being able to tell them properly, being able to tell them why you want to come to the UK because of the standard of education in the UK, because of the high quality education, the same thing, because of the globally recognized certificate that the university will issue, because you have opportunity to meet people from different countries, from different nationalities, and you'll be able to integrate with people from different religion, unlike when you are studying in Nigeria that every other person in your class are Nigerian. So that aside, you'll be able to study in the UK without writing any test of English, without traveling for too far and all those things. So you need to be able to tell them the advantage of studying in the UK. They'll also be asking you why do you choose your school? Whatever your school is, just type it on Google. Why Bangor? So like now, if you search why Bangor on Google, you will see some of the reason why the school said you choose us. They'll tell you why. They'll tell you their ranking. They'll tell you their they'll tell you there are some of the awards they recently received and they've received in the past. about international studies. So you need to be able to know all this for your visa to be granted. There are some simple questions they ask you about where you are currently working now and where you've worked before, and all those questions you need to answer them clearly. You know you've submitted your employment history with them during your visa application. So you've uploaded all those things. So you must be able to remember all of them, have them on your table. So when they ask you a question about your employment, you'll be able to give them, you walk them through the process. After you've graduated to date, where do you work? I hope you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yes, sir.
All right, good. So your employment history, the school you graduated from, the course, all of them, because they'll be checking your certificate and be making all those comparisons. So apart from that, they're able to answer a lot of these questions, especially your course modules. You need to do more than enough on your course modules to impress them that you are actually a genuine student.
I have to work on it.
You need to work seriously on it. Please check your course modules properly, and I believe you are going to pass this exam. I mean, this interview. Do you have any question?
Yes, you have question. When you were talking about if I'm going with my wife, network was bad there, so I did not get you clearly.
I said,
How am I going to fund?
if
How
they
am I going to
ask,
take care of her?
if they
And all that
ask
stuff.
you if you are going with your wife, and you say yes, you have applied. If you have applied with your wife, it's not a sin to apply with your wife. If you have 10 children, you can apply with all of them. So they ask you, are you going with your wife, your dependent? You say yes. I have a wife dependent. I have a wife dependent. That's all. They can ask you what we should be doing in the UK. They just say you get out the visa
Okay.
because you will be able to concentrate on your study. You don't want your mind to be divided into two, thinking of about your family in Nigeria while you are studying in the UK. So it's better both of you are in the same place, and you believe you'll be better, more concentrated on your academic program. And that is why she's going there as a peace of mind for you, as a rest of mind, to enhance your concentration. Is that okay now? So that is why you want to go down.
Okay.
And they ask you where is she going to stay. Of course, you are going to get a comfortable apartment in Bangor, around £600 for both of you. A £600 apartment will be convenient for both of you. That you have that in your budget already because you've made provision for her. Also, you have her money in your account is about £6,250, which you have made provision for to cater for accommodation and some of the expenses she'll be incurring. So for that purpose, they won't disturb you much about her. They won't disturb you much. But just tell them, yeah, you've applied. That if they ask you. And if they don't ask you anything about it, just forget about that. And if they don't ask you why you're
Okay.
dependent, just forget about it. What if you are not being called for an interview? Yeah, if you are not called for an interview, that's good. You just be waiting for your visa and you apply for priority visa and you didn't get NSF, it means you can get your visa within 7 working days. And if it is standard, 21 working days, you should be expecting your visas. But if you are scheduled for an interview, they will send you a mail and give you like 24 hours to prepare. I think you got your mail today, right?
Yes, I got email.
Today, and your interview is tomorrow, I guess.
Yes.
So if you get a mail, fine. If you don't get a mail, it's still fine. You can just wait for a visa. If you don't get a mail, it means you don't have to go through the stress. But it's better you get prepared now, so in case you have been invited, you'll be able to pass your interview without stress. Do you still have any further question you want to ask, Mr. Emeka, or any other viewer?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have a question. What have you asked? How come the money in my account, the POF?
Okay, the money in your account as a result of your savings towards your education. Like ever since you've been working, you've been having savings because you have intention to go to the UK to study, and you have been continually saving in enough fund to study. And that is what you have in your account now. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Sir, what if they ask? I understand. What if they ask the money is huge? What will you say? Because my POF is like 40 million.
You don't know how much you earn?
I know how much I earn.
So you can have savings. When they say savings, savings does not mean that where you work, maybe you earn 200,000. They may not be relating it to, oh, someone who earns 200,000, where is he going to get 40 million? That's thoughtful. But when you say savings, it's possible now. You inherited some, you inherited some property from your dad, and you sold
Knowledge.
them,
Okay.
and you kept the fund in your account. So that's a savings too.
Okay.
Do you understand? You can do some one or two business and it works for you and you save it. You can have three cars and decide to sell two of them and you save the money in your account. It's your savings. So they won't want to be asking you, but when you're very
Okay,
dynamic,
sir.
they say, "Ah, we can see you're earning 200,000. Where do you get all this money from?" I can say, "I inherited 100 million worth of housing from my father and I sold it and I split the money into three, my younger ones, myself, and I have the remaining one in my account." So they don't have anything, they can't defend it. They can't argue it out with you.
Okay, sir.
That is why
Okay, sir.
in most cases when they ask you that, you can tell them it's from your savings and it ends there. You not say savings for my
Okay,
salary
sir.
or savings for my wife. Just say savings because you have
Okay,
intention to
sir.
study and you have been saving towards it in the past. Okay?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
So this Mr. Paul is saying if you have an interview and probably network was bad and the interview did not hold, what happened next? So we always want to avoid this kind of situation, but they know too. If interview did not hold, like literally because the network was bad, you were not hearing them or they were not hearing you properly, and eventually they disconnected the conversation and ended, they will schedule you again. But it's very important to mail them via that link they send you the first invite that okay, this is the situation that happened while I was taking my interview and I'm expecting some kind of feedback from you concerning the either retaking my interview or not. So if they are satisfied with whatever you have said before the network disrupted the process, they can say, okay, don't bother yourself about it, you are done. And if they want to reschedule you, it's still fine. They will tell you they are going to send another date and reschedule. So and and there's no issue. I've gotten a situation where they rescheduled someone like three times before. She had an interview for online, it was not clear. The second time it was not clear. Then the third time they asked her to go to Lagos to have an interview. And finally she's in the UK now. So it depends. But we just pray that everything will work fine. Everything will work fine. And all the best to you, Mr. Paul, in your interview and your future endeavor too. In my own case, I'm going with my husband. They might ask the reason my husband is going with me. What will be my response? I've said it earlier. You want to concentrate. You want to concentrate on your study. And there's no way you're going to concentrate when your family member is somewhere and you are also somewhere. Secondly, most people don't know that it's not necessary that when you apply for a dependent visa, you are going to the UK to stay. You just your wife is going to study. You may choose to have the visa. Just whenever you want to enter, you go and check out and come back. So if you have a lucrative job in Nigeria and your wife is going for a study, you when she's applying for a study visa, you apply for the dependent visa too. And when she's going, you go and collect your BRP. You come back to Nigeria, resume your place of work. Maybe every 3 months you want to go and see her, you can go in and see her. Every 4 months, that's when you want to go, you can go. So the visa gives your dependent an opportunity to come and see you whenever they want to come. Is that okay now? So don't think it's a one way that anybody that has dependent visa
Yes,
must
sir.
go to the UK and sit there. I have a lot of students now. I mean, I have a lot of students whose their partner got the visa and return back and they're in Nigeria till now. And they only travel whenever they want to go and see their partners, both male and female. So don't have the assumption that when they follow you, 100% they will stay there throughout the duration of your course. I know some people do that, but not everybody. Majority do that, but not everybody do. Is that okay? So you don't have to be
Yes,
bothered.
sir.
You don't have to be hung up on the fact that your partner is following you. So just have to be sincere. When you have applied, you've already applied with your partner, tell them you've applied with your partner. And see. Yes, it's already 1 hour and into this training. Oh, It's already 1 hour into this training, and I would like to end the training now, and we would like to pray for Mr. Emeka to pass his test, his interview. I would like to encourage you to check your course models properly and check it out a lot, practice it very well. Tonight, sit in front of your camera and ask yourself most of those questions and answer them. Listen to yourself and see how you are able to perform in answering all of them. Okay?
Yes,
So we
sir.
wish you all the best. We wish you all the best and have a lovely day. Bye. To everyone who have joined
Thank you,
us,
sir. And
thanks
God
so
bless you, sir.
much.
Thank
Thanks
you.
so much for joining us. We really appreciate you. For those who drop their comments, for those who like us, please kindly help to share this content so that anybody who got an interview will be able to rewatch it and use it to prepare for their interview so that they can get their visa. You never can tell who this is going to help. So please click on the share button, share it to family and friends, let them get to see it, let them get to practice and get the great tips that were shared in this session today. We'll see you soon. Have a lovely day. Bye.
Bye, sir. God